This program provides education, not advice. See the truthayf.com disclosure page for details.
This is where technology, innovation, and personal finance come together.
This is the truth about your future with Rick Edelman. Brought to you by Global X ETFs, dedicated to providing investors with unexplored intelligent solutions, and by Invesco QQQ. Anyone can become an agent of innovation with Invesco QQQ. Invesco Distributors, Inc.
It's Wednesday, September 13th. Jean and I are engaged in a variety of philanthropic activities. I wanted to tell you about one really new, cool thing. We focus our donations generally in just a few specific areas: financial literacy, the arts, healthcare, and STEAM education. Jean is on the boards of Cloverleaf, an equine therapy charity that serves people with disabilities and veterans, and the Wolf Trap Foundation for the Performing Arts. I'm on the board of the Alzheimer's Drug Discovery Foundation, and we funded the Edelman Center for Nursing at the Inova Hospital Foundation. We're also very active with our alma mater, Rowan University. Jean's on the board of trustees, and we've just done something very different, and we hope will prove to be very impactful. Impact is the key word. All our philanthropy is focused on that one word. We don't give money unless the gift will have an impact. That means we do things that, if we didn't do them, they wouldn't get done. So we donated millions of dollars to build and support the planetarium at Rowan University. Tens of thousands of school children go there every year to learn about astronomy. We're also funding the construction of the Museum and Visitor Center at the Rowan Fossil Park, which opens next year. The Smithsonian says the museum is one of the 5 most anticipated museum openings in the entire world. We're really excited about it. It's a world-class facility, and we expect 250,000 visitors a year when it opens. Now, at the College for Communication and Creative Arts, we're doing something new. We have funded an endowment to create the Edelman Scholars. We believe this is a program unlike any other scholarship in the United States, and we hope it serves as a model for everyone everywhere. To qualify as an Edelman Scholar, you've got to be an incoming freshman from a low-income family. You had to have a 3.5 GPA in high school, and once you're at Rowan, you have to major in the College for Communication and Creative Arts. The Edelman Scholars will get 100% of their tuition, housing, meals, books, and fees, along with opportunities for internships, work-study, and community service programs. They'll get professional development support, and they'll be able to participate in an exclusive peer mentoring program. On top of that, to encourage these students to graduate in 4 years, because the average college student now takes 6 years to graduate, the Edelman Scholars who graduate in 4 years will also receive $17,000 in cash when they graduate to help them get started in their new adult lives. If they need to go for a 5th year at Rowan, that $17,000 will cover that 5th year of education. This week, Rowan University announced the selection of the Edelman Scholars for the class of 2027. Jean and I were not involved in the selection of these students. Let me tell you about the 6 students. Sophia Ambrosino is an advertising major. She's the first person in her family to go to college. Christian DeSandra is an RTV major, radio, television, and film. He's already written a television series pilot. Ava DeFilippo is also an RTV major. She aspires to be a film director, and she performs on stage and works at local theaters. Jamie Georges is majoring in health and science communication. She plans on a career in healthcare communication. In high school, she held several leadership roles, including vice president of the Black Cultural Alliance. Jocelyn Mary will major in biomedical arts and visualization. She's a first-generation college student, and she plans to get a PhD, then go to medical school and become a trauma surgeon. By majoring in biomedical arts and visualization, Jocelyn's goal is to create accurate and culturally sensitive medical illustrations of historically underrepresented people of color. And she wants to be an advocate for better healthcare access for underrepresented communities and to address systemic healthcare disparities. And finally, Martin Sotomayor. He's majoring in sports communication and media, and although he was an athlete in high school, he hopes to become a broadcaster. By the time these 6 students are majors, there will be 24 Edelman Scholars at Rowan University. Their entire college experience will be fully paid for, so they can graduate debt-free. And they won't have to hold down a couple of jobs while as students, so they can focus on their studies. And when they graduate, they'll have $17,000 in cash to help them get started. Jean and I are very excited about this new program. We hope it will serve as a model across the country for other benefactors who make significant gifts to their alma maters. We all know there's a student debt crisis and a college affordability crisis, and we're hopeful that the Edelman Scholars program will make an impact in the lives of these students. See you tomorrow.
Buzz around artificial intelligence is seemingly everywhere. Is your portfolio keeping up? Consider the Global X Artificial Intelligence and Technology ETF, ticker AIQ, which invests in dozens of stocks at the leading edge of this disruption. Investing involves risk, including possible loss of principal. Technology companies can be affected by rapid product obsolescence and intense industry competition. Before investing, carefully consider the fund's objectives, risks, charges, expenses, and more in the full or summary prospectus at globalxetfs.com. Read carefully. Distributed by SEI Investments Distribution Co.
Support for Rick Edelman's podcast comes from Invesco QQQ. Meet Henry, an everyday person who enjoys reading science fiction, keeping in shape at the gym, and spending time with family. He also participates in Progress by investing in a fund that supports innovative ideas. Invesco QQQ ETF allows you access to innovators of the NASDAQ 100, so you don't have to be a rocket scientist to help push progress forward. Anyone can become an agent of innovation. Learn more at Invesco.com/QQQ. There are risks when investing in ETFs, including possible loss of money. ETFs' risks are similar to those of stocks. Investments in the tech sector are subject to greater risk and more volatility than more diversified investments. The NASDAQ 100 Index comprises the 100 largest non-financial companies on the NASDAQ. You can't invest directly into an index. Before investing, carefully read and consider fund investment objectives, risks, charges, expenses, and more in prospectus at Invesco.com. Invesco Distributors, Inc.
Increased awareness and actionable intelligence about the forces that are shaping our world.
This is The Truth About Your Future with Rick Edelman.